Thanks, Greg. It's the start of the holiday shopping season, Black Friday, often the busiest shopping day of the year. Extended hours and deep discounts lured shoppers on Thanksgiving night and early this morning, and the crowds continued arriving all day long. But things got out of hand in several parts of the country. Randall Pinkston of CBS News has details. Many consumers are holding out for Cyber Monday when nearly 90% of retailers will offer special online promotions. And in Southeast Texas, large crowds waited for doors to open at malls and retail stores. Black Friday kicked off in Beaumont with people lining up throughout the night. Sears and JCPenney opened at 4 o'clock this morning, and shoppers waited in line for hours to take advantage of big discounts. JCPenney employees were dressed up for the holidays and greeted customers with a smile and a free snow globe. Many stores like JCPenney have spent months preparing for what is often the busiest shopping day of the year.
Save a lot of money, and it's listed in all the ads, but it's a lot of savings on everything, and the customers realize that. And not only that, they're here because of the spirit. It kicks them off for the season, and they're ready to shop for their families.
JCPenney is open until 11 o'clock tonight. Parkdale Mall and many other retail outlets are extending their hours during the Christmas season. The Black Friday shopping frenzy drew a number of comments on our KFDM News Facebook page. Barbara Waters said, quote, "No way, I would rather pay more than get trampled." Another woman wrote, "QVC and online, I received more beauty sleep." And a third person posted this comment. She said, quote, "Funny thing about it, in a couple of weeks, things will be even cheaper than they were today." To read more comments about Black Friday shopping, go to our website, KFDM.com. Many families consider picking a Christmas tree part of the Black Friday tradition, along with watching football and shopping. This is the first full day this week Robert Beaver's Christmas Tree Farm in Nome has opened for business. The tree farm is off Farm Road 1009, which is off of Highway 90. The Christmas Tree Farm has attracted families for about 30 years. They sell two types of trees: improved Virginia pines grown at the farm and Fraser firs from North Carolina, which they bring in. Families can tag a tree, then employees cut it down, shake out the loose needles, and tie netting around the tree to make it easier to take home. Beaver says the holiday season means a great deal to him, and he looks forward to seeing familiar faces year after year.
It looks like it's going to be a good Christmas season, and the people we see are really optimistic and ready to celebrate Christmas.
You're not going to beat the aesthetic of a fresh cut Christmas tree. The sight, the smell of it, it does something for the whole house, kind of brings the whole season into one little aspect.
The tree farm is open from 1 in the afternoon until dark on weekdays and from 8 a.m. until dark on weekends. There are a number of tree farms across Southeast Texas. You can check online for one nearest you. Law enforcement officers are investigating a collision between a train and a pickup truck in Orange County. The train crashed into the truck at about 9:45 this morning on Dogwood near Old Spanish Trail in Viter. The train dragged the vehicle about a quarter mile before the train was able to stop. The driver of the pickup was hurt. A Acadian ambulance transported the 47-year-old victim to Christus Hospital St. Elizabeth in Beaumont. We are checking on his condition. A medic who is also a volunteer firefighter from Sour Lake is recovering in ICU tonight after an 18-wheeler struck her Thursday morning. 30-year-old Kim Huckabee was hurt near the site of a tanker explosion. According to the fire chief of Hardin County Emergency Services District 5, Huckabee is in stable condition in the ICU at Christus Hospital St. Elizabeth. Huckabee sustained serious injuries that forced doctors to amputate her left arm from the elbow down. She was hurt while directing traffic around the site of a tanker explosion on Highway 105 east of Sour Lake early Thanksgiving morning. A driver lost control of his rig. It flipped and the crude oil exploded. He is okay. The highway was closed from about 6 a.m. until shortly after 11 in the morning Thanksgiving. A co-worker and close friend told us she was on the phone with Huckabee seconds before she was hit.
I was fixing to tell her, "Well, get off and call me later." I said, "Get," and the phone went dead. And 30 seconds later, somebody come across the radio, "We've got a firefighter down. We need an ambulance now." I knew.
The Sour Lake Fire Department says they are working on several fundraisers to help support Huckabee and her family. And coming up later in our 6 on Health report, It makes thousands sick and kills hundreds. Now doctors want to use it to fight cancer. We'll explain. And coming up next, dozens of bats are taking over a South Texas courthouse. Around 4,000 people were outside a Macy's in Dallas when the doors were unlocked. They crowded the store for hours looking for deals on Christmas presents. Shoppers reported some tense moments at a Walmart store near the Park Mall in Arlington. People gathered around discounted Xbox controllers, started pushing and shoving, and someone reportedly started throwing the boxes of controllers out into the crowd. And bats are making a home in the Karnes County Courthouse in South Texas. People working on the 3rd floor of the courthouse noticed the smell of bat droppings and spotted one 6 months ago. Workers are now next door because the building is falling apart and the bats have multiplied. There's no time frame for reconstruction to the courthouse, so the bats will stay for a little while longer.
We have a pretty strong cold front moving to the area. We'll talk about it and its impact on our weather in just a moment. Wednesday and lows near freezing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning. So this is unlike the other fronts we've had lately. This one stays around for a while, so it'll be cool for several days.
I like that cooler weather coming in.
I know you mentioned that. That's good.
And well, needed rain as well.
Yeah, we need the rain, and hopefully we'll get those
Badly.
1 to 2 inches. Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Greg. And it's time to check the winning numbers in tonight's Texas Lotto drawing. It puts 20,000 people in the hospital and takes almost 400 lives every year. Now doctors are turning to this killer to fight cancer. More in tonight's 6 on Health Report. The doctor's Salmonella trial is now in a phase where patients are getting higher and more potent doses of the bacteria. The treatment is easy. Patients simply drink a solution that contains Salmonella, and there are only a few side effects. And just ahead, the regional semifinals kicked off tonight. Find out if the Pirates and the Buccaneers are moving on. And Greg's here to preview, a final check of the weather. That would be.
And hopefully this will not change. We're looking for rain in the forecast. I know it's the weekend. A lot of folks say, rain on the weekend, but you know, we're in a drought too, obviously, and the rain would be quite welcome for a lot of folks. It'll end though by Sunday, and it's nice and cool. Get the rest of the air conditioner next week. We actually have to use a heater if those temperatures are in the near freezing range in the morning hours.
Put on that heat.
Right.
Thanks, Greg. And finally tonight, for more than 40 years, Marjorie Reed has been getting her haircut at Absolute Hair. Today, the salon celebrated her 103rd birthday. She gets her hair done at the salon every week. Reed likes playing the Nintendo Wii, and her favorite game is bowling. Reed celebrated her actual birthday on Thanksgiving with her family. Wii is fun, I must say. I love Wii.
To longevity, apparently.
That's right. Stay active. I bet that helps.
And cupcakes.
Yes.
That's it.
Yep.
Alex, you love cupcakes. That's
do.
perfect.
I do.
103. I don't know about living that long.
Well, as long
but-
as you have quality of life, that's
That's
important.
right. And
Yeah, good,
she's
doing
playing
good.
Wii, so obviously
must be doing pretty good.
she has a great quality of life.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thanks. Good night. Have a good weekend.